We only have 8 more mem cakes left to collect. I know this Let's Play is one of the longest ones I've ever done on this channel, but it feels like it's almost over. Hello everybody, what's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. In the previous episode, we completed the best boss fight in the game. Let's play it again! Alright, fine, we'll make decent story progress this time around, hope you're happy. In today's episode, truly outrageous Station. As bucket. The sheer number of enemies in this area make for quite a challenge. A slosher can be useful for attacking over the top shields. The burst of a blaster shot can also be effective for getting around shields. ... Take care out there. ... Once again. ... The sheer okay, we'll move on. I've been stalling long enough. Is there really any reason why I'm stalling this time around? I really like this level, it's just that nothing can top the awesomeness of the previous level. That boss fight was awesome. But anyway, now we're going to be moving on towards this level, and yay, no more weird gimmicks. This is a regular level with regular objectives, and no weird gimmicks like balloons or any of that. In all seriousness, I do really enjoy the variety of level designs that they have for Octo Expansion with like the balloons and going through an area without stepping the enemy or anything like that. Octo Expansion in general just honestly has some of the best variety in any single player campaign I've ever played in this game series thing. Almost ran out of breath right there. But yeah, Splatoon, Octo Expansion, pretty good game. Definitely worth the $20 for the DLC. One thing I will say though about Octo Expansion, I'm honestly surprised that they never went the New Super Luigi U route. What I mean by that is that New Super Luigi U was the first really big single-player DLC that they made for a Nintendo game. They experimented with a few things here and there, like I believe New Super Mario Bros. 2 was the first Nintendo game to use DLC, and I believe that was only for like a few extra modes in the collecting a bazillion coins mode or whatever that game was, or whatever that mode is called. But the thing with New Super Luigi U was this was basically an entirely new game, to the point where they outright made it a separate game. They gave it a separate box art and a separate physical disc to collect. That's the version I personally went with because the Wii U had very terrible memory and wasn't the easiest thing in the world to get more memory on a Wii U console. Whew. Good thing we don't overreact. But yeah, what I was saying was that I'm honestly very surprised that they never made a separate release for Octo Expansion, because this is definitely something that could very well easily be a separate game. Like, they could have released a $20 cartridge for this, and I'm sure a lot of people would still really enjoy this game. Like, personally speaking, this is definitely my favorite DLC that Nintendo's ever done. The Champion's Ballad and Breath of the Wild is a very close second, and you know what? I also go back and forth between whether I like this more or Xenoblade Torna of the Golden Country, but Torna of the Golden Country also basically is a whole separate game, so I'm not entirely sure if that really counts as a DLC. But yeah, Nintendo DLC in recent years has been pretty good. Except for mobile games, but mobile games in general are just evil. Anyway, enough about talking about DLC, let's move on towards this area. Go across here, and the end of the level is in sight. Under construction? Oh wait, it's just a hollow construct. Okay, I gotta ask. What in the world are these things? They look familiar. I don't know what they're supposed to be though. So, I don't know, maybe I'll look it up in editing and I'll have a caption on screen somewhere. Or if I can't find anything, then I'll have another caption on screen that says like, I don't know, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I am a huge math nerd. Anyway, moving on to the next level. Whee! Watch your step, Footloose Station. Everybody cut loose, footloose. Kick off the Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me off of my knees. I don't know the lyrics, so I should probably stop singing. Everybody get Footloose. I haven't seen that movie in a really long time. The most I remember of Footloose was actually a community college play that I saw one time. But even then, I barely remember much of it. But anyway, now we're playing a pretty fun level. We've seen this gameplay gimmick before, but now we're going to be using a tent umbrella. The worst weapon in the entire game, so this is probably going to be a train wreck, although it's probably not that bad so far. The big reason why I want to use a tent umbrella this time around is because it provides very good protection. Definitely try to avoid using the ink brush, because I tried using that on a practice playthrough, and it was a complete train wreck. The ink brush and tent umbrellas are tied with my absolute least favorite weapon in the entire game. The tent umbrellas, they're just very slow and hard to use, but they can be pretty good if you know what you're doing. The ink brush all around is just terrible. It's basically like a worse version of an Octo brush, and why would you ever use that when the Octo brush exists? Please create a shape out of the crates that is identical to the example on the left. If you destroy an incorrect crate by accident, you will fail. Take care not to lose your focus. Destroy crates until you match the example on the left. Okay. So we've seen this gameplay mechanic before. This is just a more difficult version of it, and it is a lot bigger, so it's going to take a lot more time. So we're going to do exactly what we did last time we saw one of these things, and... fast forward! Duh. So while we're speeding up footage for this area, one thing that I can definitely recommend is... you don't necessarily have to look back and forth between the two box structures, because all the ones that you need to shoot are already marked. The ones that you need to destroy are all orange. So that's very helpful, but that doesn't mean that you don't need to be careful, because it's very easy to accidentally destroy one that you're not supposed to destroy. The Squeezer is probably the best weapon to use for this level, because it's a very simple weapon. The Splat Charger is also a pretty good one to use as well. Just definitely be careful which one you're going to use. One other thing I'd like to say about this level, this is something that I'm not really going to have a lot of chances to really talk about during this Let's Play, but this is honestly one of the most relaxing experiences in a Splatoon game. What I mean by that is that Splatoon is usually a very chaotic game, whether you're playing ranked battles or you're just playing Octo Expansion in general. But this is honestly one of the more relaxing parts of this series, because you have some very nice relaxing music playing in the background, and you're focusing on sculpting something out of these boxes. I kind of wish that there were more levels like this. Don't get me wrong, the levels that we did get were pretty great, I just kind of wish that there were more of them. Alright, so now we've taken care of all that. The next thing we want to do is, we already picked up the key earlier in this level, so yay. What we want to do next is, we need to climb on top of this one. So that's going to be pretty fun. And by pretty fun, I mean I always get turned around in this area because I can never remember exactly where I need to go. And that was a great start. Even though I did practice for this not too long ago, I still can't remember off the top of my head where it is I'm supposed to go for this part. So this might take some time, but hopefully we'll be able to make it through okay. Oh, we can just do this. This wall looks like one of those walls that you can't cover in your own ink, so I always kind of forget about that. So yay! I'm smart. There's some extra rewards down here if you want them. They're probably worth it. Maybe, sort of, kind of. How do I get back out? Can you come down? Resting nicely. How do I get out of here? There we go. I was getting really nervous that I would never be able to escape and I would be stuck there for all eternity. But no, we can get all that. That's gonna be the last level we'll be playing in today's video for Octo Expansion.